in Greenland. Is y'all paying attention to what's going on out here? Because all they're going to keep doing is dividing that gap between brokies and rich motherfuckers. The middle class is finna get eliminated. Where do you place yourself at? Yeah. Ain't finna be no more McDonald's job. Ain't finna be no more Uber Eats. Oh, they got robots running around the whole fucking city doing that. Let's start getting right with God and figuring out what the hell you want to do. Create something. Or be a part of a creation. Fill a void. Make yourself valuable. Being gonna be on CNN. I could really go in there and give some good input, but yeah, I just be trying to stay out of all that type little shit. Y'all know, for the people who do know, what I don't know if y'all can see that, it might be a little ashy. But this say a wise man could play a fool, but a fool could never play wise.
The other thing I was seeing this past week was semi-truck automated loaders. The warehouse is organized by the forklifts that are autonomous. And then those forklifts will load the pallets on the automatic semi-loader, which then that automatic semi-loader will put all these pallets in one hit into the back of the semi-truck, which is driven autonomously. And so this whole entire circle of events will remove all those jobs. The truckers will not be needed. The pallet loaders will not be needed. And the semi-truck loaders will not be needed. The warehouse workers will not be needed. This AI takeover is happening. It's not just coming for janitorial work. It's not just coming for video editing. It's not just coming for, look, man, your accountants are going to be gone. They can do all the math, the data analysis.
If semi-trucks are fully anatomically correct, why aren't we looking at Optimus Prime here?
Y'all, so I got out the car this time because I got time this morning. But y'all see, listen, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all see them 4 pyramids right over there? I don't care what they talking about. Look, y'all. Oh my God, the sun is shining so bright I can't even really show y'all for real. But y'all see, look, Alabama is full of pyramids because y'all got to understand the melanated beings, the black people here in America, we are the Native Americans. Now, those Spanish-looking people that they call Indians, those are the original slaves. They was brought here on ships to be slaves, not us. We was already here. We just got caught up in the rap. For real. We got caught up in the spell, y'all. Got caught up in the spell. This is all ours. Look, this is ours. Act like you don't know Alabama got pyramids.
We uncovered a lot of this 2 months ago with Ryan Montgomery. The day we released the episode, $6 billion off their stock.
Roblox is the one that I'll focus on the most because that seems like the majority of the issues right now.
I know little kids that use that game.
There's 75 million active daily users. They just banned a young guy who was actually groomed and had issues for himself on Roblox, who has a popular YouTube channel. He started catching predators on Roblox. There were 6 arrests. I saw 6 mugshots that came from this one guy. His name is Schlepp. Roblox sent him a cease and desist letter for being a vigilante on their platform. They did a press release saying they're banning vigilantes from Roblox.
They want these people on there, and your children are on here, and I'm telling you, you better get them off. It is going to happen to you. What parent keeps their kid on there after we're telling them that?
Michael Jordan, Jackie Robinson have a lot of similarities. Michael Jordan, his father, listen, I keep telling folks, it was not some 2 teenage boys that took out Michael Jordan's father. That was the
That's what they said, 2 kids.
Outfit, because Michael Jordan owed the outfit millions of dollars worth of gambling money. They don't care who you are. They say NIGGER. If we don't get our money, listen. They got their money back, and David Stern forced Michael Jordan to retire for about 3 years, 2 to 3 years. You see?
Seems like this world is run by evil forces. Doesn't seem like good people are in control of the world. It seems like it's evil.
I'm always trying to sort of negotiate that in my head. Like when I sort of think about politicians and people, like, is George Soros evil, or does he just have a way of looking at life that's sort of different than I might look at life?
I think it's just a combination of a couple things: keeping your power, money, There could be a lot of compromising going on and blackmailing going on. Now, you can take a good guy who loves his family, loves his kids, but man, he got caught in some stuff and now he's got shit on him and now he's got to listen to what they say. You know, that's generally how, you know, you would run an organization that was built on acquiring as much power as possible. Just like you take it down to street level, that's how gangs run. Like if you want to join a gang in a general sense, you're going to have to do something really bad that they have something on you. Like if you kill someone and they see that you got a body on you now, oh, they can trust you now. They know because you got a body. And what are you going to do? You're going to tell on us? You got a body. I think there's a lot of that. It's just mafia stuff, like mafia tactics. I think like the way the cartel runs in Mexico and in the United States too, I think there's a bigger cartel that is using the same style of tactics.
Nothing feels real anymore with AI. Just take a look at this video. I mean, how do you even know that the movies you're watching on TV or the TV shows itself aren't AI generated? There's this new technology coming out and I believe it's free. Imagine, this is free. What do the people in Hollywood and the government have? This person recreated the cast of Stranger Things and this looks even better than it does on the TV shows. This is insane. And it starts to get a little weird. Obviously, the more deeper you go on X, people are starting to recreate just generating women, I think. They're just making these women and everyone's thinking the same thing. They're probably going to create OFs and make money when it's really just a guy doing all of these motions, and there's hundreds of these videos online. And you can go a step further. I mean, this isn't as weird, but on TikTok Shop you see people selling stuff live day in and day out. But what people don't realize is a lot of these videos are really just AI generated and they're live streaming a screen. I mean, they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this when it's just one person running a bot farm. We have ChatGPT and all these new technologies coming out every single day for free. Just imagine what they have.
So if you don't know what's going on with Donald Trump and Lake Michigan, then I don't know, because our videos are being taken down and they are being suppressed. The ones that aren't being taken down are being suppressed. We're having to use code words and stuff. But there are still a few videos up right now. If you go up in the search bar and you put in Lake Michigan and Trump, those words, you'll get those videos. But I'm going to try and explain this to you the best way I can without this video getting taken down, because that's what's happening with this particular app. For some reason, they are like full-fledged on the side of the Trump administration. But let's just say it this way. There was a 13-year-old female, pregnant, baby, Lake Michigan, yacht, Epstein, uncle, and Donald Trump. Wrap all those things up together, baby overboard. There you have it. Full story, maybe you can get it. Go and search in the search bar.
Venice Beach is the worst. Never stay at Venice Beach for long and have to go to the bathroom because there's nowhere to go. And then you go in the bathroom and it was every single stall had feces on the ground and on the walls. That was a nightmare. I didn't even go in there. It was I almost threw up seeing that.
I would have held it in.
Yeah, no, I did because it's horrifying. It's we're allowing these people to just live literally wild animals and just poo and pee everywhere.
Yeah, I used to actually go to Venice Beach and donate, give out sandwiches. Now I just go straight to the shelter because safety is just an issue now. You know, some of these guys got weapons. Last night there was one with a knife and I was just walking around and I could see him eyeing me up.
Rabbit holes that are oddly convincing, part 6-7. Jet fuel is a hoax, and airplanes don't actually burn fuel to fly, but rather use an energy source that's gonna have you questioning everything. Just a fun theory for entertainment purposes only. So this is a plane. It flies in the air using jet fuel, or so we're told. A typical Boeing 747 carries about 64,000 gallons or 242,000 liters of fuel. That's a lot. A literal metric ton. Actually, about 193 metric tons to be exact. But let me ask you something that you've probably never thought of before. Where the hell do they put it? This is what a 60,000 gallon water tank looks like. That's a person for scale. It's massive. We are told that more than this amount of fuel is stored in the wings of the plane, and that part's not a myth, that's actually what they tell us. And the question people are asking is, where? How exactly do 64,000 gallons fit in these wings? This entire tank is really squeezed into those thin sheets of metal? It just visually doesn't make any sense. And then think about the time that it takes for an airplane to refuel. When you're at an airport, you usually don't see the fuel pump connected to the plane for more than a couple minutes at a time. A regular car takes only about 12 gallons of fuel, and let's let's say 2 minutes to fill up. Even if these jet fuel pumps pumped at 10 times the rate of a regular car gas pump, do the math, and it should take around 9 hours to fill just half of the plane's 64,000 gallon capacity. Yet we somehow never see a plane getting pumped for more than a couple minutes, if even at all. Sure, they'll tell you these jet fuel pumps are actually way more powerful than that and can pump fuel at a rate hundreds of times faster than car gas pumps, all going through this hose with a 1 to 2 inch inner diameter, which is actually how wide they are on the inside. Go search it up. All of this fuel which goes to power the turbines, and this is where it starts getting fun. Because here's what a turbine from a typical airline jet looks like, pretty standard. And here's the ceiling of the Hoysala temple in India, an ancient temple that is said to have been built around 1150 AD, but some argue it could be much, much older than that. Now, ancient India has some of the wildest temple architecture and design anywhere on earth, like Kailash, a whole ass temple that was carved into the bedrock of the cliff around it, an absolute marvel of ancient engineering. The pillars found inside these temples are so symmetrical, so insanely detailed, they look like they're 3D printed, made hundreds, if not thousands of years ago, and also appear to have been made for much more than just aesthetic purpose, because the engineering behind these pillars is nothing short of miraculous, with moving stone parts that can be physically rotated like they're part of a machine. Some of them aren't even connected to the ground, and just how on earth did they pull that off? Meanwhile, others can fully rotate and spin around. Like, we're talking stone pillars built over 800 years ago, engineered like modern machinery. And I don't see any reason why anyone would go through the painstaking lengths of making stone pillars that can spin unless they had a functional purpose. Oh look, here's one with a stone ball inside of it. Just how? Anyway, these ancient Indian temples really deserve their own video, which I'll cover some other time, but for now, let's focus on the pillars. These pillars are so meticulously designed with incredible laser-like detail and precision, near perfect circular symmetry that look like they were made with modern technology, and also happen to be in a similar shape of an airplane turbine engine. This is where we go a little off the rails. Remember, entertainment purposes only, right? Many fringe theories state that ancient temples and buildings like these were actually power plants that provided energy for past civilizations, like the pyramids of Egypt in the Giza power plant theory, and the same is thought of the temples of ancient India like Kailash and Hoysala, which use specific ancient mechanisms and esoteric knowledge to harness atmospheric energy from the sky to power their ancient societies. I told you this was going to get weird. Well, now it's being said that same technology is actually being used in modern airplanes, which only use the jet fuel to take off, and once they reach a certain altitude, they tap into this atmospheric energy to stay lifted and move fast, which they would have better access to because of how high planes fly, and that's where this energy is supposedly found. Tartaria technology, Nikola Tesla technology, 0-point energy being used right under our noses, all while taking money out of our pockets with expensive plane tickets, blaming it on the copious amounts of jet fuel they allegedly need, when they're actually just using the free, unlimited atmospheric energy harnessed by our ancestors. Absolutely insane, I know. But listen, a Boeing 747 can weigh up to 220 tons, while an Airbus 380 can go up to 600 tons. Have you ever stopped to think about how much of a modern miracle it is for a 600-ton metal behemoth to fly through the air for 16 plus hours on end? And all it takes is 4 of these jet turbines, for how powerful they are, aren't even really used anywhere else except for aviation. But even so, someone has to make these engines, and surely it would be much too difficult to keep something like this a secret with hundreds of companies all manufacturing them, right? Well, actually no, because only 3 companies own 99% of all turbine manufacturing in the world: GE Aerospace, Pratt & Whitney, and Rolls-Royce. Any other manufacturer is in some way associated with these big 3. And of course, all of these companies have the usual suspects, Vanguard and BlackRock, as their top shareholders, the 2 mega companies that own everything, who control the 3 companies that essentially power every airline on the planet, also making it almost impossible for anyone else to make their own commercial turbines, with regulations, gatekeepers, certifications, and import controls, to keep their oligopoly in power and free from independent producers to keep this technology as close to their chest as possible. Like, are 4 of these turbines really enough to keep a 600-ton airplane suspended in the air, traveling at hundreds of miles an hour for hours on end, propelled by just the air? I mean, maybe they are. This is what internet rabbit holes are all about after all. Roast me in the comments if you disagree.
It is so unbelievably over when it comes to AI. Behind me is not a real woman. It is AI of a man adjusting to what he does, but it is so over.
That's crazy.
We are cooked. Welcome to not knowing what's real. Welcome. We are here now. The AI edits were funny, but now we have look at this. This guy's just being the Stranger Things, people. In 2025, it felt like I was saying it is over when it comes to AI once a week. In 2026, I say it once a day. The exponential growth of AI is that we're not even close to the end either. I have to talk to my parents about this. But what's the point? I don't even know what's real. Welcome to Not Knowing What's Real. We are the Black Mirror episode now. Can you imagine what the scammers are going to do with this? Oh my God. Pandora's box open, by the way. There's no going back. The government can't regulate that. It's over. You better put on your seatbelts because it's about to get crazy.
I want to know what we know about the biggest mass shooting in American history.
The official story is that Stephen Paddock barricaded in his room up on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay, shot more than 1,000 rounds from that room, and just no motive, no manifesto, no explanation of why. But everyone that had been there had experienced something completely different than that. Some of these machine guns are in different locations while they're simultaneously firing, just from the way they sound. Like an hour and a half after this guy's allegedly shot himself in the head, we have at least 9 different police body cams. All of them in different locations around the strip record like 7 to 5 volleys of automatic gunfire. Basically, something is happening at almost every casino on the strip. Then there's stuff that happens at the airport. At 10:35, air traffic control says we have an active shooter on the runway.
There's active shooters on the runway.
On the runway?
On the runway. Someone comes onto that radio call and says, I want you to kill the lights on this runway and that runway.
Can I get you to kill the lights for the 19? Mobile 7, I'd like the lights for the 19 off.
If you thought you had a man with a gun somewhere at night, why would you turn off the lights?
Well, the only reason that I would think of is because you also are doing things there that will benefit you to have the darkness to get away.
Lego announces their brand new technology.
For real. Play with your creations and let them play back with you. Well, that's exactly what we've built.
Wait, really?
Introducing the Lego Smart Play system.
Smart Play?
A new platform made of endlessly interactive smart bricks, smart tags.
Seriously?
And no way! Smart minifigures.
What?
Hold on. So you can interact with the little guys now? All connected to bring play to life like never before.
Wait.
Whoa, was that a burp? These things can burp? And react to how you move with dynamic sound and lights. Holy schnitzel! There's lights. One brick to turn your Lego builds into an opportunity to create, explore, and unlock your imagination.
What?
Ducks?
This is gonna be huge. Huge!
Come play in the next dimension with
Dude,
the
this
Lego
is crazy.
Smart
Wait,
Play
wait, wait.
system.
Brother.
Sorry about that, guys. It was a bit too much, I know.
Nah, the future's crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. Whoa.
Oh, video games. Okay, going back to Venezuela. Forgot about this.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know if you heard about this. So the Call of Duty, this is crazy. There's a Call of Duty connection to Venezuela.
Oh, yeah.
Peep this.
Spooky shit.
So Venezuela, we had Maduro get captured, right? There is a Call of Duty game called Call of Duty Ghosts, right? It came out in 2013. The game is about America going to Venezuela to capture a dictator.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. There's more.
But wait, there's more.
So that game comes out 2013. Guess what year Maduro takes power? 2013.
2013.
Yes. Now hold on. There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Get this. So December 21st, 2025, just passed, right? The co-founder of Call of Duty dies in a car crash. Okay. 13 days later, Maduro gets captured. Now, what year did the game come out and Maduro come out into power? 2013.
13 again.
13 again.
13 colonies?
And then the co-founder dies. What happens when you die? You become a ghost. What's the name of the game?
Call of Duty Ghosts.
Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm saying, simulation complete.
They just hustling. Shit is crazy.
Like, how is that game so on point?
It's no way. This is all ritualistic.
Like, that all lines up? Ain't no way. We're in a simulation.
We're in a fucking simulation.
The CEO of Pepsi was recorded saying that he would never let any of his family members touch any of their products. Zuckerberg puts tape over his camera and his microphone when he's using Facebook. Steve Jobs banned his own kids from using the iPad. And the CEO of McDonald's says he doesn't eat his own company's food. That should tell you a lot.
Yeah. I'm sorry, this pyramid just looks insane, bro. Like, so when I look at this, I'll be like, how the heck did we build this? How?
It still exists.
How did we build this?
We found in our excavations remain from ramp. They make a ramp from sands. If you okay, let me do some drawing for you.
No. Okay, look. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Pick up this rock with me.
You mean with me?
No. The smarter you get, it seems the dumber you get. The smarter our intellectuals become, the more cowardly they become. This has something to do with this colonial education we're getting, because I know some great black minds. You know, I'm in the university system. I see these minds. I talk. I've got people, great minds. But that paycheck is going to dictate what's going to come out that mind.
I'll come out your mouth of that line.
And the paycheck is based off of that other piece of paper that they got to affirm their paycheck.
I got master's degree.
So therefore I get paid more.
I get paid more.
Therefore I'm controlled by your system.
Let me just, I know the truth, but let me not speak it right now.
No, because I can't. I got to feed my family.
Right. Now, feeding your family is way more important than speaking the truth to a people that's going to treat you like they did Dr. King. If there was a reward to speaking truth, more people would. The true human resource is the mind. We never lost our lands. We lost our minds.
The Rothschilds were also responsible for creating the state of Israel. Look up Baron Rothschild. I mean, the family created Israel in return as a favor for financing World War II. But the banking system, if you want to talk about Illuminati or you want to talk about a one world government or a banking system, all of that, it's all money. It's all numbers. At the end of the day, whether it's the banks, it's the control of the money. All of what we're talking about has to do with the banking system, has to do with the money. The other thing that they were saying about Venezuela is there was $1 trillion in silver sitting under the palace or whatever it was. I mean, JP Morgan, a few days before that, was saying that, or not JP Morgan, but a major banking firm was about to go under. So if you go into Venezuela, you take all of their money. Did you see all the news a couple days before about the silver reserves?
No,
Go back and look at the silver reserves and then do a Google on Venezuela.
What I've been hearing is the price of gold and silver is going up.
It's never been higher, all-time high. But anytime that you're about to go into a war or you have high inflation, then it goes up. I mean, silver is up, what, 3-4 times? It's the highest it's ever been. It was like, when I was going to Louisiana, it was under $20, or it was about $20, something like that. And what is it today? It's almost 100 or something?
I'm not sure.
I'm curious. But I mean, look at the price of precious metals. Look at all of that.
We seen Britney Spears come out and say she seen the whole royal family transform into lizards. You know, I had my own experience in the club with my cousin. You feel me? We seen a lady. Her name was Jen. We was friends on Facebook, and my cousin said, "Bro, I just seen the devil." And he pointed to where to look. I seen what I seen. I walked up on her, and when I got close up to her, I felt like a cheeseburger in front of a crocodile. And I took that feeling like, okay, everybody that I see ain't the same. And you know, we hear about this all throughout history, but there are certain groups who have sequestered knowledge to keep us living in this state of monotony in order to fulfill the covenants that they've made with higher intelligence. Somebody sold us all out.